The hidden lives of small insects around us in the quiet corners of our everyday world, beneath our feet and beyond our notice. A vast and complex universe is constantly alive. It exists in gardens, on sidewalks, under leaves, and between blades of grass. This is the hidden world of small insects, a world that operates silently, yet tirelessly, shaping life around us in ways we rarely see. Every morning, as sunlight slowly reaches the ground, this miniature world awakens. Tiny creatures emerge from their shelters, beginning their daily routines long before humans take their first steps outside. Ants leave their underground homes in long, organized lines. Beetles crawl across rough soil, and delicate insects stretch their wings after a night of stillness. To us, these beings may appear insignificant, but in their world, each movement has purpose, each moment carries risk, and survival is never guaranteed. Among the fallen leaves, a small ant navigates a landscape that feels like a forest of towering walls. A single grain of sand is as large as a boulder, and a drop of morning dew becomes a crystal-clear lake. The ant moves with determination, guided by invisible chemical trails left by others before it. Its mission is simple, yet essential: find food, return safely, and help sustain the colony. The colony itself is a marvel of cooperation. Thousands of ants work as one organism, each with a role carefully shaped by nature. Some gather food, others protect the nest, while deep underground, the queen continues the cycle of life. There is no leader giving commands, yet everything functions in perfect balance. Not far away, on the surface of a weathered tree trunk, another story unfolds. The cracked bark is home to tiny insects that blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Their bodies match the texture and color of the wood, making them nearly invisible to predators. For them, camouflage is not decoration, it is survival. A spider waits patiently between two branches, its web shimmering faintly in the light. Every strand has been carefully placed, engineered with precision far beyond what we imagine. The web is both home and hunting ground. The spider does not chase, it waits. In this world, patience is power. Nearby, a small beetle climbs over moss-covered stones. Its hard shell protects it from the harshness of the environment, allowing it to explore spaces others cannot. Beneath the stones, the soil is rich with life. Countless insects tunnel through the earth, breaking down organic matter and turning decay into nourishment for the land above. This unseen labor is one of the greatest gifts insects give to the world. Without them, fallen leaves would pile endlessly, plants would struggle to grow, and ecosystems would collapse. Though small, insects are the engineers of balance. As the day warms, butterflies begin to appear. Their wings, painted with intricate patterns, catch the sunlight as they move from flower to flower. Each landing is brief, each sip of nectar essential. In exchange for food, they carry pollen across the garden, silently ensuring the future of plants yet to bloom. For the butterfly, beauty is not vanity. It is communication, warning, and attraction all at once. Some colors signal danger to predators, while others help butterflies recognize potential mates. In this world, color is language. On the underside of a leaf, a group of tiny caterpillars feed slowly and steadily. Their journey has just begun. Every bite they take fuels a transformation beyond imagination. One day, they will dissolve into stillness, and from that stillness, wings will emerge. Change in the insect world is not feared, it is expected. As afternoon passes, the temperature rises and activity intensifies. Flies hover in midair, their movements quick and unpredictable. Dragonflies patrol open spaces, their wings beating so fast they become invisible. With eyes that see almost everything around them, dragonflies are masters of the sky, ancient hunters unchanged for millions of years. Even the smallest mosquito has a role to play. Though often unwelcome by humans, it serves as food for birds, frogs, and other insects. In nature, Nothing exists without purpose, even when that purpose is inconvenient to us. When shadows grow longer and the light softens, the rhythm of life begins to shift. Daytime insects retreat, and creatures of the night prepare to emerge. Beneath stones and logs, nocturnal insects awaken. Crickets tune their wings, preparing their songs, not for music, but for communication. The sound of crickets is more than background noise. It is a message carried through the darkness, calling mates and marking territory. In the stillness of night, these small voices fill the air, reminding us that life does not sleep when the sun goes down. Fireflies appear like living stars, flashing signals in the dark. Each blink is a carefully timed conversation, a code of light understood only by their own kind. What seems magical to us is simply survival to them. Danger is never far away. A sudden rain can flood nests, strong winds can destroy webs, and predators are always watching. Yet insects persist. Their resilience is built into every generation, refined by time and challenge. Some insects live only a few days, others for months or years. But none waste their time. Every moment is devoted to feeding, growing, reproducing, or protecting the next generation. There is no hesitation, no regret, only instinct and purpose. In our busy lives, we often overlook this world beneath us. We step over it, clean it away, or ignore it entirely. Yet without insects, our world would be unrecognizable. Crops would fail, soil would lose its fertility, and countless species would disappear. The small insects around us are not just background details of nature. They are its foundation. Next time you walk through a garden, pause for a moment. Look closely at the ground, the leaves, the flowers, and the cracks in the earth. You may notice movement, tiny, determined, and alive. In that moment, you are witnessing an ancient story, one that has been unfolding long before humans arrived, and will continue long after we are gone. This is the hidden life of small insects around us, fragile, powerful, and endlessly remarkable. As night slowly fades and the first hint of dawn appears, the hidden world beneath our feet begins another cycle. The darkness that once protected many creatures now gives way to soft light, and with it comes change. For insects, every new day is both an opportunity and a risk. Drops of dew form on the edges of leaves, hanging like tiny mirrors of the sky. To a small insect, these droplets are more than decoration. They are water sources, obstacles, and sometimes traps. A careless step can pull a creature into a surface too smooth to escape. Survival here depends on awareness, instinct, and constant movement. From beneath the soil, small burrowing insects emerge, sensing vibrations rather than light. Their world is defined by texture and pressure, not sight. The ground tells them stories of approaching footsteps, falling leaves, and hidden predators. In this underground realm, silence is safety. A ladybug climbs slowly along a stem, its bright colors standing out against the green background. To us, it appears gentle and harmless, but its colors send a clear warning to birds and other predators. This insect carries a message written in red and black: do not eat me. In nature, honesty can be the strongest defense. Nearby, aphids cluster beneath a leaf, feeding quietly on plant sap. Their lives seem fragile, yet they are never truly alone. Ants move among them, protecting the aphids from threats in exchange for nourishment. This silent partnership has existed for millions of years, a reminder that cooperation is not limited to large animals. On a warm stone, a praying mantis stands perfectly still. Its body sways gently, mimicking the movement of surrounding plants. It does not rush. It does not search. It waits. In the insect world, stillness can be a form of strength. When a moment comes, the strike is fast, precise, and final. Above the ground, bees travel with purpose. Their journeys are guided by memory, scent, and even the position of the sun. Each flower visited is carefully remembered, mapped within a mind no larger than a grain of rice. The hive depends on these memories. Without them, the system collapses. Inside the hive, life is constant motion. Workers clean, build, guard, and feed the young. There is no rest, only rhythm. The queen remains at the center, continuing the cycle that sustains the colony. Together, they create something far greater than themselves. As the sun climbs higher, heat becomes a challenge. Many insects seek shade beneath leaves or retreat into the soil to avoid dehydration. Others have evolved bodies that reflect light or retain moisture, allowing them to remain active while the world grows harsh. A grasshopper leaps through tall grass, its powerful legs launching it far beyond danger in a single movement. Every jump is an escape, every landing a gamble. Predators watch closely, waiting for mistakes. In this world, hesitation can be fatal. On the surface of a pond, water striders glide effortlessly, their legs barely touching the surface. Tension holds them up, turning water into solid ground. Beneath them, larvae move slowly in the shadows, preparing for transformations that will one day lift them into the air. Transformation is a central theme in insect life. Eggs become larvae. Larvae become something entirely different. Insects remind us that change does not always happen gradually. Sometimes it arrives suddenly, completely reshaping existence. As afternoon fades into evening, activity shifts once more. Shadows stretch, temperatures soften, and the balance of power changes. Daytime hunters retreat, while night creatures prepare to rise. Moths gather around faint sources of light, drawn by instincts older than cities, older than fire. Their wings are soft, patterned like fallen leaves. In the darkness, subtlety replaces color, and silence becomes protection. Under a fallen log, tiny insects feed on decaying wood. Their work is slow but essential. They return nutrients to the soil, making room for new life to grow. Decay here is not an end. It is transformation in another form. A sudden vibration passes through the ground. To insects, this is a warning. Something large is near. Movement pauses. Stillness spreads. In moments, the hidden world disappears from sight, as if it never existed at all. But it does exist, constantly, patiently. As humans pass by, unaware, life continues in the smallest spaces. Each crack in the pavement, each blade of grass, each forgotten corner holds stories of struggle, cooperation, and resilience. Insects do not seek recognition. They do not build monuments or leave records of their existence. Yet their impact is everywhere. In the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the landscapes we walk through every day. Their lives are brief, their challenges immense, and their contributions immeasurable. When night finally settles once more, the cycle prepares to repeat. Eggs are laid, nests are repaired, signals are sent through scent, sound, and light. Tomorrow will bring the same dangers, the same labor, and the same quiet determination. This unseen world does not ask to be noticed. But when we take the time to look closer, we discover something extraordinary, a reminder that greatness is not always measured by size, and that even the smallest lives can shape the fate of the world.